Yes, 7 minutes of football here, and I want you to bear with me with the first two questions. I understand we do not do radio in Oklahoma, but I want to focus on that state for a quick second. First one here, John Mateer out for a month. Let me go through their schedule here for that month.
You don't need to. They're all losses. This is heartbreaking. John Mateer was an American hero.
Then, yeah.
No, it's just they rely on him for everything. They don't have a great running game. He's a do-it-all quarterback. And unlike the Big Ten, which is wussy ball, in the SEC, you don't get any free rides. Hey, Cookies, hope you're listening in your little clown car. You don't get free rides in the SEC. Why, Kenny?
That's what the money's for?
No, try it again.
I don't know. Is that too much snapping point,
SEC,
Mike?
it just means more.
Yeah, I mean, that was a given. I don't think I even need to say that out loud.
Okay, carry on.
Just so people know, yes, they're off this week. Then they have Kent State, Texas, at South Carolina, and Ole Miss.
They'll lose a minimum 2 out of 3. They'll probably lose all 3 of those. Thank God Kent State is there. That's the Lieutenant Dan team.
And if he returns November 1st, that's at Tennessee. So,
great.
I mean, unless the backup QB, I like their defense, Mike. And if you have just a guy who can not turn the ball over, maybe you can win games
I'm rooting for you. Okay. Next.
And then one more in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yes, Gundy is gone.
Yes.
We know this.
I know who they should hire.
Well, I'll get to that in a second.
Mel Tucker.
Because what I want to ask you is based on that.
I mean, they do have thundersticks.
Based on you knowing who they should go get. The AD spoke in the press conference after they fired Gundy, and he said, what I am extremely comfortable of is we are resourced at the level we need to be resourced at. He's talking about NIL.
Okay.
This is not an inexpensive football team we currently have. I feel really good about the investment that we've made here.
I'll give you 3 names.
Okay.
Ready? 1 is G.J. Kinney, Texas State head coach, former Tulsa quarterback. Knows the state, knows the area, rocks a wicked flat brim and a beard. Eric Morris, former offensive coordinator at Wazoo, who helped Cam Ward. He's at North Texas, and they're flying this year. They run 1 play per 20 seconds. Lightning. The other one, I don't know if you can get him, but you could sure as hell try. I'd call Will Stein, Oregon's offensive coordinator. He's like 12 years old. Would you like to coach in the Big 12 and wear a cowboy hat?
You know what? I think you may get the Oregon offensive coordinator, Mike, because you have to remember, fans, Texas State, we got our coach from Texas
They're
State.
a member of the Pac-12. You will watch your mouth.
Are they, though?
Yeah. Hey, your sport.
See, and here's why I asked
What do you want from me?
No. Here's the I'm sorry, David. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's like when everybody laughed at Cignetti. Oh, James Madison. What kind of program they have?
I know.
He was a great fit for them. This is where fans and alums can just get in their own way. We need the big name. Well, this guy's better. But, yeah, look where he came
But you're not
from.
going to get it at Okie State. The point I'm making is you got to hire someone who knows the area, knows what the hell they're getting into.
I like the Texas State and the Oregon offensive coordinator, but then again,
You don't like Eric Morris.
Is it just Oregon? Like, is it a system?
It might be. Look, I don't get to. This is the folly with coaching lists. We don't get to interview these people.
Correct.
I don't know.
But the reason
Maybe
why
the guy shows up, he doesn't have pants on. Well, you're not getting the job. Like, what do you want me to
Like I said, maybe. Never mind.
Nope.
But the reason why I asked about the job at OK State is because if you're saying you're committed to NIL, who's the big threat in the Big 12?
I mean, Arizona State right now is the hotness. Activate the Valley.
But how long does that last?
David,
if you're committed to NIL,
if you've been to Arizona State, you'd learn.
Oh, well,
It should last forever.
have.
It's an incredible place.
Texas Tech?
Texas Tech is the one. There it is, Landman. I'm
think if you go to
convinced the
Arizona
whole
State-
cast of Landman is who's paying for NIL. Yes, Texas Tech, Arizona State would be the 2.
I think if you go to Arizona State, it does last forever. Let's move on to the next question here. The betting world, yes, technically there is a favorite. There's always going to be a favorite in the betting world when it comes to the national title favorite. But in reality, when you look at what the current state of every team is right now, is there a true favorite in your mind?
For the Natty?
Yeah.
No. It's wide open. I leave it to Rico. You could spin a wheel. Rico could say one of 7 or 8 teams. I wouldn't say a word.
Well, because you started the year off Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, but even according to ESPN's FPI, they have decreased in odds to win the title. It's wide open this year.
Mike, I think you can go to 10, 11, 12, and it's still like, oh, okay, sure. Like, Try to predict who's going to be the teams in the playoffs right now.
I'd rather not. Well, I could tell you Michigan State won't be. David?
Well, speaking of national title, we have a huge.
You know what? You need a hug. Go ahead, Dave.
We have a huge matchup this weekend. Number 6, Oregon at number 3, Penn State. That is the night game on NBC, game of the week in my mind. And I want to know from you, will we get these answers, or which answer will we get? Did Penn State get it right with Jim Knowles here, $3 million, or is Dante Moore for real? Which answer will we get on Saturday?
I mean, it's going to be the best defense that Dante Moore is going to go up against. So we're going to see if it's just the system. Because I do believe that Oregon is a plug and play. You can stick anybody back there at quarterback, at wide receiver, at running back, and it'll just work. Penn State going up against the top opponent. Let's see what you could do. Top 5 team. James Franklin normally doesn't play well. So we'll find out. Like, somebody's going to leave. Either Oregon goes back home like, yeah, I told you we're the real deal, or James Franklin can say, hey, we're the best team in the Big Ten.
I hate Drew Aller. There's my comment on the game. Go Dante Moore, go. I hate Drew Aller. I can't take anymore.
Well, you're going to hate this next story, Mike. And Rico?
What does it have to do with MSU?
I blame you, Rico.
Okay.
That's
sure.
one.
That's fine.
According to a new report, Netflix recently set its sight on getting the annual Notre Dame USC game in an effort to get in on the live college football rights.
See everybody tomorrow.
And, of course, the Big Ten said no. Here's the quote. It says the streamer reportedly worked out alongside USC to move it to a neutral site game to circumvent the agreements and get in on this game. Your fault, Rico.
No, it's not.
Your fault.
No, it's not. You know whose fault it is? Notre Dame. Notre Dame they were independent. They could do whatever they want. They can make whatever deals that they want. That was a Notre Dame thing long before me. So, no, take that back.
Netflix is going to get in the
And
game,
the Big
though.
Ten
They're
was
going
like,
to.
No, USC belongs to us, so you don't get to do that. But Notre Dame can strike up a deal with the devil. Well, they probably won't make a deal with the devil, but you know what I mean. They can make a deal with anybody.
Yeah, according to the Big Ten, it said that they had conversations around it and said USC breached customs within the tradition. What? Whatever. And then I want to give people a warning here. Just a warning, people, because it's going around. There may be something wrong with Carson Beck. People are sitting here writing articles about it and saying that his velocity seems to have gone down. He did have UCL surgery in December, and that they surprisingly used a ton of screens in that game on Saturday. So just keep an eye on that when you're looking at Miami the rest of the way.
You know what? The week prior, he was cutting it loose against South Florida. I'm not going to overreact to anything anymore with him. I mean, the game plan against Florida, it's easy to be simple. Florida was never going to score. You don't make tons of at-risk throws. I haven't seen a huge difference in him. I mean, Kenny, he was your quarterback. Does he look nice?
He did have his worst game this year.
Well, I mean, Carson Beck being inconsistent, I could have warned anybody that was going to happen.
Wow.
That's why Georgia didn't want him. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Wow.
What did he do there? Nothing.
Well, this is one bad game. He hasn't been inconsistent this year.
God forbid we get some.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Okay. Oh, my. All right. Well, that didn't go as planned.
And the hate is coming
That
strong.
escalated very,
From
very
Kenny
fast.
today.
Wow.
Right. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
Wow.
And on that note, that is your College Football Blitz.